what's all laying around here?
So what we got going on for projects is, this was my buddy Shannon's. He passed away recently, unfortunately. But this was his 2012 Chrysler 200S, and he brought it in here because he did not want to pay the shop to fix it. And what happened was that we'll get a video later on, but basically all the cams in it were shot.
Yep.
So instead of, yeah, there's a spare engine out there.
Yep.
And we are not very well equipped for this, and this is going on probably 10 months. We've been working on it. But I also had a kid recently, so, you know, plans kind of got delayed.
Yep.
But anyways, so yeah, we're going to get that 80,000 mile engine, put that on there, and get this thing running again. But this car was $1,000. That engine was $400. And I'm thinking that with
$400, that's
for an engine, yeah.
That ain't bad.
Yeah, for one with 80,000 miles.
Especially for a car as new.
Yeah, yeah. And this car only had 100,000 miles and new tires on it as well. So
And
I think it's a pretty good deal. Besides the front bumper, they did hit a deer with it.
Yeah.
But anyways, when we get this thing done, we're probably going to hang on to it. But anyways, yeah, it's just a slow project that we're going to hopefully start cracking on here soon. Then over here, we got a bunch of projects laying around. But this is my 98 220R Kawasaki 2-stroke.
Currently getting a rebuild.
Yep, getting the top end rebuilt because I did not put oil in the gas tank. My bad.
Good job.
Actually, the piston is over there.
Oh.
Right there on the, yeah.
I'll show them real quick.
Yeah, it really squirts the thing. Heck.
Yeah, heck. So, yep.
But anyways, so yeah. I think today we're going to work on the Kawasaki, get that thing done because it's just the top end and just putting everything else back together. But anyways, over here, I suppose we got, you know, I'm not a big road bike kind of guy. I like my dirt bikes and dual sports. So this is my 2024 DR650. It has a total of 294 miles on it right now.
Practically brand new.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, no. Practically brand new.
Yeah. And if it'll start right away. Oh. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, it does not sound the best, but we'll put an exhaust on it. And over here is my 2023 Hawk 250. I bought this the same day that my youngest was born, and this was a bad purchase. My bad. This bike sucks. The kickstand actually froze up, so I took the ball out of it, and now it just flops around. But right now we got 30 millimeter Nibby carburetor on it, Nibby CDI box because the original one broke and the stock carburetor was trash. But now it fires right up.
Faster than the newest one.
Yeah.
And this is basically a mail order bike.
Oh yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. Well, it's actually exactly what it is. It came in the mail. So.
Right.
So, yeah. No, this bike sucks. It's very cheap, Chinese made, but we'll do some reviewing on it. I mean, it's a good casual rider, but.
See, and what was the motor basically?
It's basically a 1970, 80s, 90s Honda. You know, it's not an overhead cam. The cam is in the bottom side of the engine, so it's just rocker arms up here. And it's old, it's slow, but it does go down the road at 60, 65. So with the different gearing in it.
It gets you around.
Yeah, that it does. And I suppose, yeah.
We all know where this truck is from.
Yeah, if you guys have seen any of the shorts, this is my $300 2005 Dodge Ram 1500. And right now it's got, well, besides a blown tire, right now it's got, you might have to turn on the key, 350,000 on it.
After all of the stuff that we had done to it.
Oh, just fire it up. Yeah, it runs fine. Runs like a champion.
It does.
Yep, and as of right now, it's blown stock. So that will change sooner than later. We got to get that Chrysler done before we open up anything. Another good deal I got. This is my 2005 F350 V10. It's automatic, 4-wheel drive. And honestly, not really a whole lot of rust on it.
No, not really.
There's some on the bumper and the hood. But yeah, this was $500. Needed a fuel pump and a fuse. And it has 105,000 on it. So.
Doesn't even look like it's lived in the rust belt its whole life.
Oh yeah, it's mostly like down here in the fender well and on the door.
It's been sprayed down.
Yeah, I scrubbed it a few weeks ago at work. But yeah, runs perfectly fine. Not smoke?
No, it just sounds nice.
Oh yeah, that does. But yeah, I towed. The reason why I had to tow that truck home is because when I got this Dodge, that spare tire over there, I got this from my boss, and he said it had he assumed it was a bad wheel bearing, and actually what happened was it was just a loose wheel. So those studs on that truck are completely shot. So I didn't even take a chance and change the tire. I just said screw it. It's at my work anyways, so just went and fixed it up quick. Then over here we got a whole bunch of 4-wheelers. Yeah, the thing I really like is really good deals. So this was free. It's missing 4th gear, but it fires right up, more or less.
More or less, yeah. Just like that. And we
oh yeah, show them underneath the battery box.
The battery box was trashed because of me when we were at the dirt bike track. We have jumped this thing around and beaten it. And the seat is not even our seat. We found the seat at the dirt bike track from the old guy that owns it.
Yeah, which is fantastic because I stupidly took off down the road, and I don't think it was latched on the way. So we lost on the highway somewhere. Then this right here is a dumpster fire of a Honda. This was $250. It's a Honda 300 all-wheel drive. And there's something wrong with the neutral switch, and I tried grounding it out. That didn't work, so I'm just going to have to probably get a new harness for it. But it has great compression, and it's going to take some time to get it done. Right now we got a lot of other projects going on.
Ooh.
And this is my co-worker's Yamaha 300 1990, I believe, and that's a 91. But this is a 1990, and the carburetor actually isn't even attached to the engine. See that right there?
Oh.
Yeah, it starts and runs, but the problem is that when he's driving down the road, the carburetor, like, he'll hit a jump and then a huge backfire.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, this thing was $100. Could you just, do some work, rebuild the carburetor and whatnot real quick? And I just haven't really gotten to it yet. Now over here is, this truck was $1,500. I really needed a truck at the time, so this is what I got. It's a V6 5-speed manual 1990 Chevy. The only thing I've done to the truck was, well, an oil change. That's really all I've done to it.
Yeah, and all I did to it was drive it everywhere.
Oh yeah, put new tires on it for me.
Yep, and new rear tires that are almost already gone.
Yeah.
You guys know why if you've seen our Instagram reels.
Yeah, and the driver door doesn't open anymore. That just happened today.
Oh yeah, and Reed broke the window.
Oh yeah, I sure did. See that scrape right there?
Big old scrape. What was it, the dirt bike or the 4-wheeler?
It was the Honda we had at the track.
Oh yeah. Shattered the window as soon as I closed the door.
Let's see if this thing will fire out now.
Nope.
We're gonna have to get jumping vehicles. So this is the '99 Cavalier.
It's a race car.
Pretty much, but I bought this for $800. At the time, it didn't need anything. Well, except for exhaust, because the exhaust was cut off underneath the engine. And it was super loud, so I put a super pipe on it. Super loud. I put new tires on it. It needs a front wheel bearing and power steering line. But I don't really drive it because I ride the bike.
Right.
So. And then over here.
And this also a 5-speed.
Yep, also 5-speed. Then over here is my 2008 Outback.
The crackhead in the back shed.
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
why'd
right.
I say that?
But this, unfortunately, you want to pull up on the hood when I pull the lever? There we go. But this car, unfortunately, I bought it, I paid it off, and if I can find the lever, there it is. And what happened was, after I paid it off, about 2 months after that, I smoked 2 deer at the same time. You can see all this stuff here. I put liability on it. So it was either I get rid of the car that I just paid for, or I fix it. So I cut all that stuff out. The frame rails were good, and rebuilt it. And then I decided I wanted to do head gaskets at the time because all this was gone. I decided not to. And then just a couple months after that, the head gaskets went out, and the transmission was shifting like crap. And I drove it like that for about 6 months. I just put a pair of vice grips on the overflow on the radiator. So that way when it does push coolant, it pushes less.
Right.
So I drove it to work for like 6 months like that until, oh, actually, you can see where it blew off. There's a coolant. Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's coolant. Yeah, it was so hot it just kind of melted in there.
Jesus.
But yeah, so anyways, that's what happened to this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna V8 swap it because I'm not about to put another $2,000 into a crap engine again.
Right.
And well, I guess I'll just take it to the garage.
But hey, at least it lasted for how many months with it on its last leg?
Yeah, I mean it did last a while. Oh yeah. And then when I did the rebuild, or when I took out the engine to do head gaskets, well, I figured it's already out, might as well do the oil pan gasket too. And I found this. Yeah, let's take it in the sunlight.
Oh.
This is the oil pan, and there is bearing material in the bottom of that, if you can see it.
Oh.
Yeah, here, come over here to the sun. And yeah. So,
Oh yeah, there is.
Yeah, so when I found that,
These little specks.
yeah, when I saw that, I was like, F this stupid Subaru. I yanked out the engine, I put it off to the side, and then I started working on the Chrysler. So that car's been sitting for almost a year.
And he did that thing to its fullest potential.
Went to Wisconsin, about 5 hours. Yeah. But in here, is there a flashlight? Oh, hang on. Shut up. All right, let's keep going. All right, so in here we got the out of a 71 Barracuda, that's 727 3-speed automatic, and then we got my dad's old 318 small block Mopar. We're gonna be doing a rebuild on. That's the old Subaru engine, but we're doing a rebuild on this. It ran when we pulled it out amazingly, and you know, some parts were in better shape than others, but this, yeah, stiff as a rock.
Somehow it's still going after everything.
Yeah, amazingly. The crank is, to the eye, it's good. All the bearings are good, except for there's one of the cam bearings in here. Yeah, I have to get a flashlight, but I'll show you guys later. But there's a cam bearing in here that was shot, but it was still running. But anyways, yeah, that's what.
How did this alternator get full of dirt?
Oh yeah, that was the other thing. When I bought that engine, it was actually sitting in the mud.
Oh,
right next to the car.
geez.
Yeah, so this Chrysler, this is a 2012 Chrysler engine. Same V6 that came out of the car. It was just sitting in a big pile of mud. So, yeah. But, anyways, that's what we got going on. Tune in for more, and we'll see you guys in the next one.